Welcome to Foreign Love Frauds Tales, a channel dedicated to exposing the darker side of love. Here we share true and fictional stories of betrayal, deception, and heartbreak from around the world. Subscribe and stay tuned, because not every love story is what it seems. I've been silent for weeks, carrying this story like a curse. I haven't told a single soul, not my friends, not my parents. But it's burning inside me. So here it is, everything that happened just the way it unfolded. Judge me if you want. I, 29M, married my wife, Claire, 26F, last year. We weren't exactly childhood sweethearts, but it felt like something close. We met through a mutual friend, clicked instantly, and by the end of 6 months, we were living together in a small apartment just outside the city. Claire was charming, soft-spoken, and caring, at least at first. Everyone who met her loved her. She still had ties to her hometown just a few miles away. Her mom and a few friends still lived there, and she'd go visit often. I thought nothing of it. I worked a full-time job at a software company and had long hours. I figured she needed the company while I was out. But then something happened that cracked everything open. One evening as I was pulling into our driveway, our neighbor from across the street, an old man named Mr. Dalton, waved me down. He looked hesitant but serious. "Sorry to bother you," he said, "but I've seen a guy coming over to your place in the afternoon. Not just once. A few times a week." I stared at him, confused. "You sure?" He nodded. "Pretty sure. He comes right after you leave for work. Stays a couple of hours. Then leaves." My first reaction? Laughter. Mr. Dalton was nearly 70 and a bit nosy. Maybe he got it wrong. Maybe he was a delivery guy. Or a friend of Claire's. I thanked him and forgot about it. But the idea dug its way into my brain. That night Claire was normal. Sweet. Loving. The way she always was. But now, I watched closer. The next day, I installed a small hidden camera in our living room, one of those spy cams disguised as an air freshener. I didn't want to believe Mr. Dalton, but something inside me needed proof. 2 days later, during my lunch break at work, I checked the camera feed. My heart dropped. There he was, a tall guy, maybe in his late 20s. Claire opened the door with a smile I hadn't seen in months. They hugged. He stepped in like he belonged. They sat close on the couch. She brought him coffee. They talked, laughed, leaned into each other. Nothing explicit, but still, everything you'd expect from a couple comfortable in each other's space. A deep, suffocating silence settled inside me. I didn't confront her. Not right away. I watched more footage over the next week. Same pattern. I'd leave. He'd come over. They'd talk, eat, sometimes just lie on the couch together. Eventually, I found the guy's social media through facial recognition software. Yes, I went that far. His name was Drew. Turns out, he and Claire had been a thing for years before we met. The only reason they weren't together was because of timing. Or maybe her parents didn't approve. Who knows? But they never really ended. I was the distraction. The cover-up. The backup plan. The night I confronted her, I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just showed her the footage. At first she said nothing. Just sat there, silent. Then the waterworks began. She cried. Apologized. Said it wasn't serious, that she was confused, that she never meant to hurt me. I didn't respond. I packed a bag, left, and stayed at a friend's place. I needed space. Clarity. 2 days later she messaged me. "I need to explain," she wrote. "Please come back. Or let's talk somewhere. I can't take this." I ignored it. That same night, Mr. Dalton called me again. "There's police here," he said. "Ambulances too. Something's happened at your place." I drove back like a madman. The house was swarming with red and blue lights. Officers, paramedics, a few neighbors standing around whispering. They were both inside. Claire and Drew. Gone. No signs of struggle. No blood. Just an empty pill bottle on the floor and a letter on the bed. "We were trapped," it said. "We wanted freedom. We're sorry for dragging you into this." The police ruled it a double suicide. Apparently after I left, Claire told Drew everything. They panicked. Maybe they thought I'd expose them. Maybe they felt guilty. Or maybe they realized they'd ruined everything, for me, for themselves. I still don't know what to feel. Grief? Anger? Closure? Sometimes I feel nothing. Other times, it hits like a truck. I moved out a week later. Left everything behind. Couldn't stand the sight of the couch. The hallway. The bedroom. But sometimes at night when everything's quiet, I swear I hear them. Footsteps in the hall. The sound of someone crying softly. Maybe it's just guilt playing tricks. Or maybe that apartment still holds the weight of what happened inside it. TLDR. My wife was secretly seeing her ex while I worked long hours. A neighbor tipped me off. I set up a hidden camera and caught everything. After confronting her, she and her lover died by suicide in our home. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. Thank you for watching Foreign Love Frauds Tales. If you found this story powerful or thought-provoking, please like, comment, and subscribe. New stories drop regularly, uncovering the truth behind love, lies, and the people caught in between. Stay aware. Stay cautious. Until next time.